you're good for a reason. Process what you did that day, work on it the next day, go out there and be confident in doing what you're doing. Playing hard and playing to win is is kind of our little mantra. I mean, always competing.
You want to get to the best level that you can, and competing is obviously the main part of it, and we have fun doing it.
You know, Coach Hayes has always said, you know, most importantly, we're going to go out and have fun. We're going to play hard and play to win, and by doing that, it's going out and having fun.
No matter how talented they are they out there competing, play hard, play to win, battle people, and that's what this ball club we have now. I mean, they go get after it.
At this level, if you don't have that love for competition instilled in you, then you're not going to be much of a team. Like, without having that, you wouldn't be at this level. You wouldn't be here right now.
We know how to get it done. You know how to get it done, do it. You're a good club, let's prove it to them today. They have very high expectations of themselves, and you know, they're winners, and not just with all the games they've won, but how they handle themselves. Got to get that done, and we talked about that. You just got to get it done. You've got to get it done. Sure, let's get on top of the plate and look to turn on that one inside.
Back-to-back home runs for Texas Tech.
That way to get rid of it, that girl!
You can tell that they feed off of each other, that's for sure. There's games where, you know, we score multiple runs just because everybody's hitting, everyone's having a good time, and you can see that. And then you can also see that they have one goal, and that's just to keep getting better and hopefully make it to Super Regional this year.
Let's win every inning today. Every inning, that's our goal, win it.
Hey, s'mores, 1, 2, 3, s'mores.
You watch what they do every day and their commitment to what they do, and it instantly makes you respect what they're doing.
Oh, yeah!
To see how successful they are in the classroom and to be as successful as they are and make our program into a top 25 program, you know, that's impressive to me. You know, when you have the senior leadership we have this year in our infield, and with Holly Ginch behind the plate, and girls like Sid Allen in the dugout, whether they're hitting or on the field, I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine these girls not competing.
Everybody good? Drop step this time, so hold it here, drop step and rotate. Finish with your leg to the wall.
I came in my freshman year, that was definitely something different. I've never woke up that early. Definitely not woke up and had to go lift that early.
The strength and conditioning is the first thing that they have to get used to. It's to almost all of them, it's new. They're not used to going out and the consistent day-to-day emphasis that we put on it and that Tori throws in front of them.
You gotta be aggressive, open up your shoulders. Open up your hips. Last one, and we got a crossover step, throw to the wall.
Of course, when we're in season, it's a lot different. They go in groups. They're only lifting 2 days a week, but that's just to maintain. They're doing a lot of their muscle building and strengthening in the fall.
The power cleans and the pull to press are the main thing, okay? So let's go. Here we go.
Tech on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Tech.
Strength training for softball is so important because softball is a very explosive sport. It's such a quick game that your quickness and your reaction is very important, and you know, movement is very important to Tori and how our girls move and their athleticism, and then of course your at bats, your explosiveness, swinging the bat and pitching, and your endurance, your focus. It's so big for them, you can tell the programs that put an emphasis on it, and they're usually programs that have good athletes, and good athletes, you know, they end up being good players.
She's so powerful. Good job, Melissa. Great job. Head away.
One of the things that makes me feel good is that Tori always, he probably says this to all the coaches, but he says, hey, you know, these softball girls are as good as I've ever had to work with, and that makes me proud of the girls that we've brought in, and he's proud of them, and he loves to see, you know, the progress that they make from semester to semester, and he develops a great relationship with all of them because he's around them so much.
Head away, Taylor. Nice job. Big jump, big jump. Up. One more. That looks a lot better.
Tori's fantastic. He is really good at tailoring the workouts, especially, you know, specifically for, you know, the pitchers, position players, outfielders, that kind of stuff.
Tori does a really good job of keeping on them and making sure that their strength and conditioning and makes them ready for the spring season.
Scott, keep working fast. Let's go.
He's amazing. You know, he has his days where, you know, he's really tough on us, but it pushes us to be better. But we all love him and respect him very, very much.
They really want to please him, and they want to please him because they like him. And you can't ask for a better situation in your strength and conditioning because they like being in the weight room. And all of our girls see the results, and they see how it helps their athleticism. They like how it makes them look and feel. We're very fortunate to have those guys, and as much time as they spend with our girls, they need to be good, and they are good.
Once we're done, ladies, with our forearms and our hammer curls, we're going to do core outside once baseball's done. We'll be right outside for core.
And just to develop that strength, that good core, you know, some of these kids have never worked out before, and so they're finding muscles they've never had, and they gain good muscle. And that just helps us stay strong throughout the season.
Somebody needs a challenge over here. I think it's going to be... Don't let that fall.
Being here, it's like you have to get up every day and go and kind of try to be positive and make the best of it.
The mental toughness that they develop just from, you know, it's tough going through the physical things they have to endure. It helps them physically, mentally, and then the teamwork.
From day one, we're always there for each other, and I mean, it's very tough, and it takes a mental and physical toll on your body, and having 23 other girls out there doing it with you and being there for you and encouraging you, it's very helpful, and it always just brings us closer together. They don't want to let each other down. They want to hold up their end of the bargain, and they want to make their times, or they want to improve on their weights, and they're held accountable for that, and you know, learning to do things in that frame of mind where you're not just letting down yourself, you're letting down somebody else if you don't do what you're supposed to, is big. And our strength and conditioning definitely helps us develop all those facets of being a student athlete.
Good job today. 1, 2, 3, set.
Pressure running mic'd up. Don't go too fast for me, Kerm.
Well, I run with them for several reasons. First of all, I'm old and I want to try to at least feel like I'm in shape somehow.
Kerm just likes making me look bad. That bow doesn't match very well, Reba. Make you run extra.
What they do is tough, and they know if I'm out there doing it with them, they can't really complain. If old Coach Hayes is doing it, it can't be too tough. And I just like being around them.
Look over, broken. You're beating me.
They know if I'm doing it, they really can't say, well, I mean, I'm twice their age, of course, and so I do it and try to, you know, say, hey, you know, we're in this together, and hopefully they'll respect me a little bit for getting out there and doing it.
I wish I could act like this was easy for me.
It's kind of like, all right, if this guy's out here doing this, then I got to get myself in gear and do it too. So, I don't know. It's nice.
Just don't make me look bad.
Yeah, I think it's motivating to have Coach Hayes out there with us because, you know, he's doing it too, so it doesn't make it seem so bad.
He's part of us. He's, you know, making us better. And just to see him out there, it shows that he really cares about this team.
I'm gonna come running down here by you pitchers.
They love it when they beat me, and they love to see me have some pain, and they like to help me along a little bit, encourage me. So they know I need help being out there, being an old guy.
Help me, Amanda. I don't feel like it.
Some family time for us to be with each other in the fall, because we're limited with the amount of time that we can spend with them. And so just working with them mentally and getting to know the new girls coming in and seeing how they're interacting and fitting with each other is fun for me. And the only problem is it's getting tougher and tougher as the older I'm getting.
I feel like I'm alive now. Kara, piece of cake. You did it easy. Taylor, it was a pleasure. Not a pleasure. I don't even want to talk to you. I would have won all of them if I didn't have to carry this deal.
He'll come up with some silly things, and we're just like, yeah, right, coach, you're just old, and you know, we just make fun of him for that.
So I have some tactics that I use if things get really tough. You know, this coming year, I'm going to try to be in decent enough shape going in the fall where I don't have to use them too much.
We've got a couple that started off slow and have really come on this running. And it shows what? It shows that everybody, if you get after it, you're persistent, you do it, you compete, you battle, that even I can do it at times, which is saying a lot.
Competing is the reason why you play college athletics. I mean, you're out there to try to beat somebody else. It's not intramurals where you're just out there to be out there and socialize. I mean, you're out there to try to win.
If you're going to be the best, if you're going to try to be the best, you have to get it done here first, don't you? We've got to be in the best physical condition of anybody in our conference.
Competing against each other in practice, and you say, hey, you know, it's all right to beat your teammate in practice. It's all right to try to be better than them. That's how you kind of sharpen the sword on each other. I mean, competition is what makes things go. That's why America is such a great place. And so playing hard and playing to win all the time is competing. And those are the two things we always say: play hard, play to win, whether you're way up or way down or it's a close game.
Get in here and get your work done. Keep doing what we're doing. Good job. Tech it.
Check it up. Good job, girls. Tech on 3. 1, 2, 3. Tech.
Every time like that, Caitlin, that's good. Come on. Come on, Em.
You know, this time of year, you know, when it's late in the season, it's different than when you start in the fall. You know, I mean, teaching somebody to totally do something different is not productive for you. You want to have your girls confident and seeing the ball and feeling the game.
Hey, good pitch.
You know, pitching's always the key. And so when we scrimmage and pretty much on an everyday basis, our pitchers are going to either throw to hitters in a bunt game or get a few innings under their belt, where instead of just throwing in a bullpen setting, they're out throwing on the field and they have the feel of a real game situation. And then on the other hand, your hitters get to see live from 43 feet. That's big for us, to see live pitching, to see live batting practice.
Good pitch. Hey.
Rise in. Great softball player is a confident softball player, and so this time of year you want your girls feeling like they're ready to take on anybody, and especially your pitching. You want your pitching ready to go.
Even if you mess up, maybe get over the plate a little bit, you change levels up anyway, and you're going to get them on the level. And if you get it in enough, even if you don't get it in quite enough, you're going to jam them. I know you're sick of me telling you that, but I want you to mentally get that in your melon.
Giving them feedback, what they're thinking, what they're seeing, or them giving you feedback, and then you try to say, hey, this might help you in this situation or whatever. And you know, every girl has their own swing and their own approach to doing things.
See, you pull that in. Go through it. Just like in the cage. You pull it in, you flip around it. Stay compact and go through it, and it's a bomb.
Just saying, hey, I know you can do this better if you see this, and you know, working on you know, the little bitty details and trying to get a little bit better and you know, trying to give them confidence.
You can play anywhere, but I think that's your best spot too. And you're good at second, but you got real good range at third, and at second you got you're a good athlete, but at third you're a great athlete.
Thank you.
Thank you. Why would you thank me for that? In fact, you always say thank me after I talk to you hitting. I get paid to do that. You enjoy watching them get better, but you know, once you get to know them better, especially these seniors and juniors, you just enjoy being around them and you enjoy listening to them. Hey, babe, good swing. You know, our girls usually know exactly how we're going to do things, and they're comfortable with how we do things, and they know how they can improve their game, and especially their swings from at bat to bat and day to day, and get ready for the weekend. All right, we've got the opportunity to win more games than Tech's ever won. All right, with this group of seniors. You could be 14-9. Obviously, there's a lot of combinations. All right, let's make sure we win this series, okay? You want them to appreciate what they're doing right now and what they've done, and I want them to know that I appreciate them for what they've done because, you know, they've made Texas Tech into a program that's nationally known, nationally recognized, and these girls are respected, and I want them to know it, and I want them to appreciate that themselves and feel good about themselves and get even better.
Is going to be a problem in the area that you have, again, to use the first law.
Thermodynamics, it's a class where basically you're learning about every single part of heat properties of every kind of material.
It's amazing to think about this. You know, she's a chemical engineer. She maintains a 4.0 GPA.
I've always really liked math and science. That's always been my big thing. I love math, and then chemistry is a big thing for me.
Brittany is a super student athlete. I don't relate very well with her just because she's way on a different level than I am intellectually and academically and just basic intelligence.
I started reading about chemical engineering and just the whole aspect of the processes that you go through, and it really interested me and I really like doing it, so I decided to pursue it.
You got girls like her and Ashley Hamada and Holly Ginch, and I mean, I could go on and on and on. It's impressive, and it's kind of hard for me to ever get on to them about anything academically when I wasn't even on the same planet as them.
The main reason I picked Tech is because I knew that even without softball, I would love the school, and I was completely right. I absolutely love it here. I made so many good friends that I plan on staying in touch with for the rest of my life. So it's really a good experience. I love everything about it. Now I'm going to head into the Sharp and get ready for an online test I have tonight. It's due at midnight. I spend probably 20-25 hours a week there. You can ask anybody that's there. I basically live there. But having Michelle to help us out with our classes, having the tutors, and just the facilities itself. Being able to just go in a tutor room and lock myself in there and just get stuff done. Like, it's so nice to have, and I love having it there.
You know, she's rushing from class to practice, and how she does it. I mean, I applaud her. She's just a great student.
At first, it was a really big transition coming from high school and coming to just play softball and do chemical engineering the fall of my freshman year. But I really kind of settled in now and gotten to where I kind of know how to manage my time and get everything done, and it works out well.
She is the epitome of student athlete. She just does a great job with school and balance. That more than anything, she does a great job of balancing everything.
Softball's been my out. Every time you have a bad week, you can come out here and just throw.
I'm very proud of her with the great GPA, of course, that she carries, and being in chemical engineering, and with how she likes to compete, with the maturity that she's had, and getting better from her freshman year to her sophomore year. She's really been somebody that we've been able to count on, and she shows you something different as a pitcher. You know, having that lefty pitcher with good movement, competing and going and getting after you in a good changeup.
Having this to come straight after class, just run straight out here and be able to come out here and throw, it just completely takes away all the stresses and makes you forget about all the assignments you have due for just a couple hours, and it's really nice. She's
a 4.0 chemical engineering student. She's got a lot of layers to her, and she's an interesting girl, and she's fun. She's fun to be around because she's one of those teammates that's encouraging, and she seems like she's always happy, and she loves being a Red Raider.